Hello students, my name is Rohan and I'm here to discuss with you the second chapter of English prose. We all say please when we want some kind of help. We also say thank you when someone helps us. All like good mannered people. Why I'm saying all this? Because the chapter is based on manners. The name of the chapter is On Saying Please. I'll tell you about the author, the writer. The name of the writer is Alfred George Gardiner. He was born in Chell, Essex in 1865. He started his career as a journalist. He also became the editor of Daily News, London. He is known for his ability to teach the truths of life in an easy and amusing way. I will tell you the story of the chapter. The first story is about the liftman. The liftman is working in an organization. One day, an employee of the same organization is going to the top floor through the lift. He says to the liftman, "Top floor," without saying please. The liftman requests the employee to say please, but employee does not listen. The liftman removes the employee from the lift. What the employee does, he goes to the employer and complains about the liftman. The employer also takes the side of the employee and the liftman feels bad. He feels that he has to face all this because he is low in ranking in the organization. He feels he is on a lower post. Now, why did the employee did not say please? Here, the employee was unhappy with the employer because when the employee said good morning to the employer did not say good morning back. Here, the employer also had some problem. He had a fight with his wife. His wife was not in good mood because she was back answered by her servant. So here this is a chain of unhappiness which finally came on the liftman. So here the liftman had a bad day. He goes home in the same bad mood and he also has some kind of fight with his wife. So this was the first part of the story. Now the second part is about the bus conductor. This story is better than the first one. The bus conductor is very good in his work. He takes care of the old people by arranging seats for them. He also takes care of the children by behaving like their father. With the younger customers, the conductor has good relations. In rainy season, he also tells the customer that there are seats down by running and going to the top of the bus. One day, the writer is traveling by the same bus. He is without his wallet. He forgot his money home. So now, when the conductor comes for a ticket, there is no money. The writer feels that the conductor will insult him, will shout at him because of no money. But the conductor is a good one. He gives him a ticket without the money and tells him that when you meet me next time, give me the money. The writer is really surprised. He tries to find something in his pocket. He gets some coins, and these coins are enough for the price of the ticket. He gives it to the conductor. Another day, the writer is traveling in the same bus, and by mistake, the conductor stamps on his feet. The writer gets hurt. But when the conductor asks him, "Did it hurt?" then the writer says no, because of the good behavior of the conductor. So here, these were the stories. There are views which are written by the writer. The first view is there is no penalty for bad manners. If the person behaves bad, for example, does not say thank you, there is no law which will punish him. But such people may be called ill-mannered person. The second view is bad manners and good manners both are infectious. It means if you meet a good-mannered person, you will get the good manners, and if you meet a bad-mannered person, you will also start behaving bad. The third view is we can win over the bad-mannered person with politeness and good manners. Then the victory will be of the good-mannered person. Thank you for seeing this video. I hope you liked it and understood it. You can write your comments in the comment box. Thank you so much.